Hello fun and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. We're back here at Leningrad. Let's continue where we left off previously. So, the only way to get these guys encircled entirely is by doing a bit of a strange movement. Like this for both of them. There we go. 3 damage is a lot, and for these guys I would need to deal more than one. I'd rather, yeah, let's hurry up for a bit. I still get a bit of prestige anyway, so that's okay. I do lose almost my entire turn getting rid of those guys though, so that is unfortunate. Okay, there we go. They can't go in there. And sure, let's just put the pioneers here. Now, I don't think another tank is gonna come there, so there's no real use getting the Dicker Mucks out onto these guys. I'll just put them here. Very likely there's just not a whole lot going on at Demyansk, but just in case, I'll take a look. No, so there's only an infantry there, and then afterwards, yeah, everything else is pretty much clear. So, yeah, practically I can get to Novgorod now, in this area. Yeah, I'm probably still better off trying to surround those guys, as unfortunate as it is. I kind of just need to move down and surround them, because yeah, the way it currently is done, again, that simply won't do. I can finish these guys off, but this is just too problematic. I'd hope that I might still be able to get through, but I don't think that's gonna be possible here. For now, so just retreat a bit, and then we'll see how the enemy reacts to that. But all right. Besides that, I'm quite curious to see whether there are some units that might get out of their entrenchments out here. That would be very nice. So rather, I'm gonna see whether that might be a possibility while I move forward a bit. Now, I'm sure there will be anti-aircraft in that near vicinity as well, but we know there's nothing here. Let's bomb these guys, actually. If we can get rid of that artillery, then maybe indeed going through will be possible anyway. Then I don't need to waste as much time trying to break through. That could be a thing. And they shouldn't be able to see this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they shouldn't be fearful. Air units, though. Do have... No, my air units there already moved. Okay. Uh-huh. And that was it. Absolutely nothing, huh? Alright. That's quite something. I can't go around, so... Ooh, okay. That's very lucky indeed. Okay, that technically does allow me to move forward, but there's no real need to do that. I'd rather just take that, take this, and go back. So at this stage they can't really go around, so this is already safe. And although technically they could go in here and then attack that. That'll be fine though. I do have the Stugas protection. My guys need some experience, and I have prestige for that anyway. So that way that will also allow those guys to move towards Demyansk and allows me to focus a little bit more on getting to the enemy. So not really sure how heavy the protection is at Novgorod itself, but this is pretty decent so far, and well, might just as well give him elites too. You. Alright, there we go. Why is that so challenging? They really didn't get that much suppression at all. Why though? It's just bad luck? No, they're just troubled by their entrenchment. Alright, that's okay. I guess I'll wait then. Right, I know this is not amazing, but especially given those odds as well. Only there's not a lot I can do besides to protect myself here. And with the AI not doing a whole lot in general either, unless I break through multiple places, just gonna be quite slow. They probably have anti-air, but let's try this. Okay, the city is fairly empty, except for forward artillery and that. So once this is cleared, I can move to Novgorod relatively easily. Okay, so they did go out. The Stuk has really been underperforming on the defensive for some reason. Like, what are their expected results? Because that has been happening since the start, actually. Regular versus Pioneer, 58, 72. So technically that should be 6, kind of like 4 suppression only, indeed. Yeah, it's just Not super amazing, actually. I mean, I'm happy that they were drawn out here. I won't deny that. If I attack, they... Yeah, that's fine. And then these three will go to Demyansk and the rest will start moving up. This will be an overrun. But I do need to move the recon up and even attack this. Interestingly enough. Let's see. You in there, you guys here. And I can only just move them forward like that. Not the most amazing protection, but it will have to do. That's fine. Wow, they were again at 7 entrenchment, but they were at 4. Wow. Just use the weak artillery first. Okay. That clears them from the Luga hex. But also doesn't do too much against that strong point. Their vision is now 1. I need to get to the rear of the strong point mostly, I need to cut them off from this side. But besides that, I can't actually do a whole lot. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, not super surprised, but... Alright, well, I can surround those guys too now. First of all, though... At least that was my hope. In order to achieve that... you just can't reach, huh? Well, that's mighty convenient. Okay, so if you go in here, hopefully you'll get an overrun. No. I also don't get how that works. It was 3 damage before, and then now it's 2 damage. What are your odds? Like 4 and then 70. So they, yeah. I don't get why it then shows 2, because I think that's still a 3% chance, right? Or they should still have on average 3. 10 shots, 3.9. Times 7. Oh no, they don't even have 3 then. Then I wonder why that changes, because they are weaker. It's... They'll go to 8, so if they don't have another counteroffensive anywhere, I should be safe, but, well... We won't know how that goes. Okay, so technically... Moving you in here... And you in here keeps it surrounded, and it will go to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need all units in order to surround that. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably don't need these guys down at Demyansk. They can just keep attacking. That's probably for the better. Maybe, though, the fighter can actually reach this and hopefully finish it off even. No, okay. Then I'll use... Okay. What's your movement? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. Okay, I have to... do that. And... then this... Does that help? No, right? Because they need to go through there. You have vision of 1. Like, it ain't much, but it's something. Alright, great. Those guys are dead. Oh, they can still see these guys because of the strong point, which is vision 4, of course. Right. Well, if they want to get these guys into Luga itself and then attack again, that would also be fine. Wouldn't complain about that. Oh. Meanwhile, I'll keep pounding away at this 1 infantry. But I can't use my tanks because of the anti-tank gun. And the artillery behind it. Now, I guess I'll be shifting my way over here in order to potentially finish it off, but not with any of these guys. Let's just repair them for a good measure. Okay. Alright, if they're gonna be like that and keep repairing, I might need those pioneers anyway. but you can go back. Okay. So, in order to surrender those guys, need to do this. There we go. Then finish that off. There we go. Next, encirclement of Luga. Probably important, but you can't reach. Okay. Let's relocate. Yeah, it would be too convenient if they would get onto that hex specifically. I'm happy that my fighters at least have better odds against the enemy fighters, though. That I guess will help quite a bit. If the odds are 4-1, that's not too bad. I can see these guys come from there. Oh no, we cannot surround Demyansk. They need to be flushed out. That's a problem, because I need pioneers for that as well. Right, anyway. For these to be encircled, first things first, I actually need to get this infantry inside Luga itself. That blocks off this and this hex. There and there. So if I put the recon in here, that at least gets this encircled. But then I'm still missing these two hexes for them. So if I then move the... Okay. You here, this would not get them encircled. But this would. Okay, now it's just a question of making sure that their encirclement sticks, and we'll be good to go. They're gonna go to 7 and they're gonna go to 3, which is also negligible damage, if they can even do any at all. Okay, that being said, let's try to bomb this. Seems like there's still no anti-aircraft. It's trying to hamper me. Wait. Let's start lowering some entrenchments and start setting myself up for an attack against those guys. Now, the fortifications are not close terrain, which means that for base entrenchment +5, I think that should give them enough protection against the anti-tank guns as well. But yeah, I wouldn't know for sure. We'll see. But tanks should do especially well in the entrenchments because it's not close terrain, so that's what I would think. You need to go to higher level. And the Dicker Mux, huh? Let's do things like this. So they'll always be blocked, and that would actually be great if they went into that airfield. But they are not likely to do that. And indeed. There we go. I'm inclined to already move these, so I think it might be better to start getting up and start flaming those guys than let's use you too, because I'm gonna put the flame tech in here, attack it, and have the infantry as backup. Now in here, I'm gonna shell them at the very least. Start lowering their entrenchments too. Quite important, I think. These guys will be at 6, but they cannot surrender, I think. Yeah. These, however, I can finish them off right now. And even if I put them here in trucks, they still can attack because they'll be at 6 suppression. I do need to re-establish that encirclement though. But they have not moved. 1. This is all terrain. 3 still. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they wouldn't be able to move back. Let's just go over here so I can use them on the next turn. And I'll try to keep blasting. So they can cross the river on the next turn. That will be okay. Meanwhile, maybe they'd be willing to attack into this. I highly doubt it, but I think probably also need the infantry up there. So what I'm gonna do, well actually no, let's keep you here for now. If they want to attack the Dicker Mucks, that is also fine. They have a 15% chance to deal damage with each attack, so that's not super high. Alright, Demyansk is taken. Yeah, still have many units that don't really do anything. Still fine with checking out that area for a little bit though, not too much in case they still have another armored counterattack. Okay, that sucks. Like, what odds do you have anyway? Okay. Take Demyansk. Okay, well you're toast. Oh, they already died. Never mind. finish off the bunker. And finally start moving over in this direction. Gee. Oh, that was not entirely intentional. Well, that's gonna hurt then, but at least they'll lose a lot of... If they move out, at the very least, they're gonna lose all their entrenchment and... the, initiative penalty. They'll get an initiative penalty. But I thought that they would be able to move there normally, or at least I missaw that. They are not gonna push them out, just to repair. It sucks, but should have moved these guys in there. Although just doing a bit of investigation also helps. Getting rid of this artillery ultimately will be better for me as well. So I think it's good to do that kind of exploration there, especially as I want to get these guys to move towards Trudovo. Although there doesn't seem to be a whole lot there. This is still not good in any possible way. Alright, if there are tanks around that area, and I highly doubt it, then that will no longer be a problem. So I think once again that's it though. Except, yeah. If they go here, they can see this. But they have 12 defense, they have 8 attack, is 20 for each attack, they would deal 2. Let's move back. Ah, okay. It's not too bad. 5 strength Petliakov. I guess no longer. Okay. Let's go out here first. They already have some suppression, so the goal now is to first do that, and shell them again, and then attack them. Even the regular infantry should be able to get them out there now. There we go. Okay, 2-2. Didn't want to take any damage. I thought I attacked them in... Oh no, they have the steamroller ability, so anything triggers an overrun at that point. Right, right. Can you move in there? Yes, you can. Okay. Because then, even though it does not look very great, I can do this. At least as a protectional measure. If I get these guys in from the rear, I can probably attack there, but then I need to know whether there are no tanks over in this section. Seems like that's indeed not the case. So I'm fine with getting these over here so I can surround them there. Especially since these guys at Demyansk have some trouble getting out, probably. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, so Next up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take a look. And even these guys have some pretty high entrenchment now. It's time to get rid of that. And let's also work on this thing. Since I'll be using a regular infantry in order to finish that off. But first of all, let's just give you replacements. Shall you attack? Pull you back, get in the next pioneer, and attack. Wow, that sucks. But they have retreated, which means that I can technically even kill them on the next turn if everything allows it. Okay, move you 1 hex closer, and the enemy will be either stuck here or here, so they can't go through, so this is fine. Still can't, well, the fighter's protecting them, so. They haven't moved yet, although they do have only 8. If I go around, they'll be surrounded. So I guess for now this is fine. I'll just let them wait there. Nothing again. One, 4. So they're at 7 suppression now. Ace encircles them and puts them at 8, and that will become 10 suppression, so they can attack with a maximum of 4 strength. That's not really scary. Now I can't. Wait. Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay. Move you out here. This will allow me to start moving forward. And also get them into Novgorod. I also want to get the Flampanzer over up here because it's going to be very effective there. You here. Because now I'll have 2 bombers. Oh, come on. You're supposed to deal a whole lot more. Okay, let's move upon Krasnovodsk. Yeah, okay, so you... Since I'm gonna attack from both here and here, need the artillery there. Oh, you cannot move in there, huh? That does change quite a bit though. Then I'd rather attack these guys again. Make them waste a bit of prestige if they repair it. Maybe I can even put a fighter to attack. Probably not. Fighter? Fighter? No. Oh well. Okay. That's quite a few layers of defense though, but we've almost penetrated the first one before we move on the second defensive layer. At the very least, I've cleared most of the other areas, so... What chance do they have actually of... Oh, I don't even need to look at this, because they have attack 7, you have defense 14. That's a change of 7, so they should have a 5% chance with each attack, right? Let's see. Yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah, that makes for some easy calculations. You're at 10. Let's do this. Well, they could see it, of course, with the bunker. But they didn't go out with none of their units. 1, 2, 3. That's... I can see them actually having like a T-34 out there or something. So let's not get too frisky. Okay. Let's see though. Let's see what the impact of the river is, because they have an attack of 7 and they have defense of 16. So under normal conditions, infantry cannot damage a Stug because the difference is 9. So that's 45% below the regular or the normal, which is 40. But a river, let's see. That's not interesting. So regular strikes, blah blah blah, 15% chance. So that must mean enemy unit in vulnerable position means that they get 4 to attack. Alright. Good to know. Very important for calculations for units on those kind of hexes. Do I go for surrender here? Yeah, sure, I do have a bit of time. Why not? I should really have left 2 core slots for splitting, to be honest. Is it really that bad? Well, let's just attack with these guys then. Didn't take any damage. Great. Okay. Let's take the airfield. So I can swap you over here. I would like to... Yeah, what's probably best is to approach Volkov from this side. So if I detach some units to go over towards Tikvin and then move towards Volkov, I can attack them from the rear. If they have artillery out in the back, then that would be very beneficial for me to do it that way. Okay, moving in here should make it so that they can't see me with the recon anymore. Let's just leave you there. Alright, no problem. Now, okay. Flame tank might have some good hits on this turn. But in order to do that, I do need to go after these guys as well. Really should have put the recon there already, but yeah, that thing is ruining everything. Let's just take Trudovo. This is currently not such a great attack. So let's just focus on them. It's an interesting location they retreat to, but they'll be finished off all the same. Okay, so I don't need an additional pioneers there. Rather, they should go over here. And yeah, I can sacrifice one strength point here. That's fine. Okay, well, that's even better. Okay, so I've definitely penetrated the first defensive line. Let's do that, so we can move on to the second defensive line afterwards, although we do have to take Krasnovodsk for that. Air units, I do have some left. There are no airfields that I can take that are close to that area. So in that sense, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, they have a range of 3, but it's generally not super dangerous. At least it doesn't look too dangerous. Alright, so a spotting of 4 will show me whether there's anything crazy there, and there isn't. Since these are no supply points, ultimately just getting 2 tanks and an infantry together with the Stug in order to suppress should do the job of clearing that and this as well. Let's just take an anti-aircraft just in case, but I don't need anything there besides that, and that frees up the artillery. Okay. These pioneers can't reach that, so I might just as well move in there for now and then attack them on the next turn. And this artillery, they can... What is the movement for those units with swamps? It feeds 2 and this is then 3.5. So they cannot really go after the artillery, at least not in my book. Okay, they're suppressed, that's fine. One, two, three, four, so that's no good. This anti-tank gun has to go next. I can actually do this, get the overrun. Oh, they can't go back. Thought this is... Oh, right, yeah, I messed up there. Fair enough. Well, they're encircled at least, so that should help a bit. A little bit. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll take it. Next turn I can surround those guys. Doesn't really seem like a whole lot of caution is needed there. For last look, there's only an anti-aircraft. Sure, I can deal with that. Weather's still cloudy. Next turn it will be good weather, but I think I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.